Laura Harper. Played for Maryland between 2004 and graduated in 2008. We're here for the ACC Legend Luncheon. It's very important because it's Maryland's last year in the ACC, so I'm very excited and honored to be a part of this. I am one of the legends of this class, so 1 out of 15 schools right now, and I was picked. I can't even describe how special this is. And I know that we left our mark here on the ACC, and I hope you guys remember us, and we're very thankful for the legacy that we left behind. It's amazing. I feel like I won an Emmy. When I went and grabbed this trophy, I was glowing. It was something so special just to sit here amongst this group, be the youngest person here amongst legends. I can't even begin to describe. The only better feeling would have been if Maryland was still in the semifinals tonight, but I'm happy to be here representing them. I think the fact that this is Maryland's last year in the ACC and how important just the camaraderie and the rivalries and being in the ACC for so long. Now, moving forward, I think that having someone represent the, Maryland Terrapins is very special. I'm happy.
We were really excited, obviously, when Laura Harper was selected as the ACC Legend, and very fitting, for our last run in the ACC tournament for her to be representing our team and our program. And, everything that she meant to our career, the 2006 most outstanding player, and, just a tremendous honor to be able to have her as an ACC Legend.
Not a day goes by that I don't process what hard work really means. And I think that winning a championship is the ultimate of tore my Achilles. All the 6 a.m. workouts, all the high school AU tournaments, and being recruited and changing my decision and deciding to go to Maryland, and then finally you win at the highest level. I think that it makes everything worthwhile. And they talked about perseverance a lot today at the luncheon. I think it's the perfect word when describing what hard work really equals when you win. Now, I'm a coach at Loyola University of Maryland. I love it. I'm so happy just giving back to the kids and putting my hand into something that's a little bit different, but I can still share my passion for basketball and learning and getting better. I think my mindset has definitely changed quite a bit. I've calmed down a lot. Behind the scenes of learning the ins and outs of, it's not just the X's and O's to put together the full package. I think I have a lot more respect for what goes on as a coaching staff is put together and all the support staff, and how you actually have to teach and instruct and guide and really be able to, some people learn, are auditory learners, some people are kinesthetic learners. You have to know how to reach each child individually. And kudos goes to Brenda for sure, being able to touch every one of her kids in each way possible. I didn't realize when I was playing how important and how special she has that ability to do so. When I'm asked about the championship, I'm at a loss for words, constantly, still. It's almost 10 years now, it's 8 years. And to know that I'm amongst that elite group of, there's only one winner, and UConn has won quite a bit. So as far as being a team that's amongst all the winners out there, that's something no one can take away from me. Out of everything I've ever done, I will always be able to be identified as that part of, Coach Freeze's first national championship team. And I'm very confident this won't be her last.
Our shirt, obviously our motto all season's been, we will. On the back of the shirt is a quote that we found as a staff, and, really just talking about, the team, and kind of goes with the we will, mantra that we've had, but just really playing for each other, not caring who gets the credit, but really, understanding that, at this time and in the tournament, it's all about playing for one another.
U-B-U-N-T-U.
Hey, how do I say it?
Sequoia, how do I say it? Ubuntu?
Ubuntu. Yeah, it was actually, something that we use as a staff today to be able to really talk about the selflessness of, in mankind in terms of being there, playing for one another, to be able to utilize it for our team as we move forward through the NCAA tournament.
Ubuntu, it's like basically togetherness.
We had a really long talk about it today. The Celtics use it. Go Celtics. They used it their championship run.
A person is not a person without another person, so it's pretty much making each other better. And you can't do something without the other your other teammates. So if we build each other up and are there for each other, we'll be stronger that way.
That you're living vicariously through other people.
You got to do random acts of kindness.
For our teammates,
You can't just do them just to do them.
and I guess we're gonna see who can do the most random acts of kindness.
If one of your teammates does something and that's a random act of kindness,
We're reporting them to Libby, our Director of Operations. And so we'll see who's the nicest. Alyssa's already in the leads.
It's awesome that Coach B went and found that. I mean, I think it's something that we really needed for this tournament run that we're about to make.
Hey, just want to take a couple minutes and thank you guys for being a part of this. And you know, we talked about this as a team today. I mean, we never take the selection show and being a part of the NCAA tournament for granted.
It's just a great feeling. The whole atmosphere, the whole environment. It's just great all around. It's sort of like I never thought of myself sitting here with a bunch of phenomenal players, waiting to be a part of the dance, looking to see where we would play next. It just makes me more excited.
I wore the glasses today. I mean, they're not like prescription glasses. I just got them for my birthday. I think they make me look smart. I mean, it's an accessory. They made fun of me because they're like, why do you wear fake glasses? I'm like, it's like wearing a necklace. I like the glasses and they look good with my beanie, so that's why I wear the glasses.
So I know we're just as excited as you guys are to see who's going to be coming, into Comcast. We're really looking forward to being able to host it and have the best home court advantage that we possibly can have here at Comcast. You know, it's huge. I mean, we appreciate it. I think this has been 4 years in a row for us to be able to have your own home court advantage, to be able to have your crowd, to be able to have the great fans that we have, to be able to come out, sleep in your own beds, have a great routine. So something that we're really excited about. So thanks for being a part of this. We really appreciate it.
NCAA Tournament Selection Special presented.
So we practice. On the count of three, we'll be like, "There's Marilyn! Jump up!" I don't want to. You don't want to? Oh, did you see that?
Sequoia and I were just teaching them how to do a chest bump. And, Tyler said that he can't do a chest bump with Sequoia because she's too big. So that is the first time I've ever heard in my whole entire 4 years here that they said that she was big.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I was showing her a picture that I posted on Twitter. It was of me, Bones, Tierney, Shatori, and Brianna. And it was just all of us smiling, and then I put a cool hashtag on it and I said, "Let's dance."
Oh,
There, look, gotcha.
I need to retweet that. It's my phone.
And she thought that was really cool, so she retweeted it and got me a lot of retweets and favorites, so thanks, Coach B.
I'm thrilled. The number in front of your name, is just a number. I really feel like it's a great bracket for us, for us just taking one game at a time, but I definitely like the different matchups that I see within the bracket. I mean, we understand come this time you can't have an off night, otherwise you're going to be going home. But just understanding, though, that sense of urgency that obviously at this point in the stage that you have to come ready to play.
It's my last shot at it, so it's all or nothing for me. So, I got to bring it every night and just go out with my best.
I'm just having the perspective that, in these 30 games, our games that we've played have prepared us for now.
Really cool just to see where you'll be placed and seeing who you could potentially play, and now we can't wait.
All the local stations and every surrounding area. I mean, it's great that they all support us and want to show all of Maryland that we're here and we're going to be fighting for a title, and to get the whole state on our back just to support us.
Well, he's seems to have an eye for it, no pun intended, but it's pretty cool when nobody really asks him to do it, when he kind of does it on his own. So hey, if he has an interest in it, that's awesome. You know, I want him to learn everything.
Hey Mom, can you come closer?
Look, I got a camera in front of me and a camera behind me. I don't know who to talk to.
He picked it up really well. He's got his framing down already. I'm sure it's a union violation, but we'll kind of overlook it.
All right, anyone ready to play? All right, so I mean, obviously it's finally here. And how appropriate for us to be able to play Army in terms of what that used to look like back in the day. All right, when you were going to battle, when you saw two groups, two units that were fighting against each other. When you talk about our season and what we've been through, all right, think about the toughness that we've had to display all season long. All right, think about the last 2 weeks that what you've gone through. You've shown an extreme amount of toughness, have you not? All right, think about the courage and the confidence that you have to have when you get ready to play in the big dance. All right, you got pressure and you got to welcome it. You got to want even more pressure in your hands, because that's a big time mentality. That's a warrior-like mentality when you want to go out and you want to separate yourself and you want to show, I'm going to do anything for my team, for my unit, for my Army. This game today is Maryland versus Army. When you go out today and every time you look in the end zone, you look at that Maryland flag and you know and you understand everything I just talked about, what it represents. It represents our team. It represents our family, it represents our fans, it represents our community, it represents our university, and it represents our state. Today is our moment. We go out through this March Madness and we go out and show what it means to represent the Maryland uniform. Let's go.
It was 18-15, as Gene pointed out. You know, we thought it might have been some rust, but what was the difference from that point to the next? The Army folks said when it was 18-15 that they woke up the beast. Did you get that feeling? Not necessarily you, but the team itself. That, you know, that changed the whole game.
You know, we started off a little slow. Just had a lot of nerves, a lot of excitement, and once we got our transition going, we really just opened up the game and took their energy.
You know, today was just a really dominating, convincing performance, and I thought, you know, after both teams came out really fired up to play, and it was kind of a back and forth game, we were able to really break it open with our defense and our rebound and our transition, and our transition really made us go. We were really unselfish with our play. You know, we played against a really good Army team that plays with a lot of toughness, a team that we knew was never going to quit. But really like the performance that our team played with. And I thought for the most part, almost all of you played that way tonight. All right, you played like that. Every time a different wave came in, we continued to keep getting stronger, and punches and great intensity and great energy. You know, Essence, you come in, you're ready to play. I mean, it should work for you to be able to get a basket on your birthday, right? All right.
Alyssa did that. So did you know that you were going to surpass Juan Dixon? And when you see him around the building now, are you going to mention, hey, Juan, sorry, pal, but I'm just going to...
I'll make sure I do. You know, obviously very special to be able to see, you know, Alyssa break the all-time scoring record for both the men and the women. To be able to, you know, hold that record, you know, is really extremely special. Very fitting that it would be here at home in an NCAA tournament game. You know, a special memory that she'll remember for a lifetime. Think about it, you know, those seniors that just, you know, finished their last game on the court are going out to protect our country. All right, so, you know, I mean, when you talk about, you know, the highest honor the sacrifice, and we talked about that earlier in the game. You know, I mean, just understand it for what it is. I mean, you know, I'm humbled, but, you know, by it to be able to watch it. You start with 64 teams in the tournament. You move to 32 teams because 32 teams embrace the fact that they want to move on. Every time you take that step, the best of the best, the special teams that embrace these moments get to advance. 16 teams get to advance out of here. The team that wants it more, that embraces it more, is going to be the team that advances tonight. Lauren, you know, I'm so happy and proud for her. She was a huge boost for us in this game.
It's always different this time of year. I feel like I have to go out and play for my seniors. Coach B and my teammates told me to come into the game confident, and that's exactly what I did.
You know, it was an extremely physical game inside in the paint. When you talk about, you know, just the big play of Alicia Devon, Brianna Jones, Melina Howard, you know, giving us a huge presence inside.
I was just so happy she got the M1. We usually go down the bench. We try to plan a routine of what dance we're gonna do. We all did the same thing, but I'm usually the one that's always off, so I kind of just do my own little thing.
Obviously, you know, AT's will to win. You know, I think obviously the first half they had a really good game plan against her. They were tied at half, and she hadn't scored a point. You know, I can't remember the last time I've seen going in at halftime with her with no points.
Wasn't worried about it at all. You know, my teammates had faith in me. They knew that I wouldn't be shut out the whole entire game.
AT was AT in the second half. She took over, and her, you know, will to win was tremendous to be able to watch.
She wants to win, and so and I feel like she's not really a vocal leader, but like I feel like for me, I know for me, if I see her fighting, I'm like, okay, I want to fight. I'm trying to fight too. I'm gonna fight for her because she's diving on the floor. She's giving up her body. Let me, what can I do to help her out?
You know, it's last game in Comcast, and it's my last shot at a national championship, so I wasn't going to be denied. This is it. You know, no one remembers how you finished in the regular season. It's all about how you finish in this tournament. So this is where the best basketball is played, and what you look forward to for the season.
Any anxiety at the end? I mean, they knocked down all those threes, even bank one in there, you know, and then you guys have out of the timeout, you know, you have to turn over and they cut it to one. I mean, what do you guys say in that last huddle coming out for the, you know, to get another score and make something happen?
That we were just fine. You know, we knew we all had to be on the same page. We knew we needed to communicate out there, and it was all about getting the stop, and everybody was locked in, and that's what we did, got to stop.
You know, that play with Lauren at the end was huge. She got that rebound at the end. They had to foul her and stepped up and made, you know, 2 huge free throws to be able to widen the gap for us.
Andrew P. Shea, S-H-A-Y. I work for Penn Live and the Patriot News in Harrisburg. What did I see tonight? Well, I mean, I probably covered her 40, 50, 60 times in her high school career. And she never walks off the floor. You know, whether she does an interview or whatever, she always runs off the floor. And I found it very interesting tonight, being her last game at Comcast Center. She actually stopped and walked across the floor. She knew that that was the moment. We're wearing that uniform that she's so proud of and she adores so much. She knew that she wouldn't put it on in this building ever again. At this, you know, at the University of Maryland in the Comcast Center. And she soaked it in, which is rare for her to do that. She's so unselfish. It's very rare for her to take a moment for herself like that.
I said to her, when she was a freshman, that she was the best freshman I ever seen played. And then tonight I told her I was right that you were the best freshman. And look how good you really got. And I'm going to watch her in the W. NBA play, and I sure will. Just a great player. Yeah.
So what do you think about your daughter tonight?
Oh, I'm so really proud of her. She worked so hard, and way back in high school, she had like she was going to be a coach back then. When she'd come home from a game, she'd always say, you know, we'd go over the game and discuss it. And I'm really proud of her, what she's done. Yeah.
I think we just all have a lot of character, and we were all really excited, and so people who don't normally dance were just excited because, I mean, this is a big thing. We've been working so hard this season, and we're just really excited to be going to the Sweet 16, and I think that it showed in our dance. We were just really pumped.
You know, the dance was impromptu. I mean, the music was blaring, you know, the team was having a great time, and as a coaching staff, we all wanted to go in and celebrate with them.
What's it mean to wrap up your Comcast career with the W?
It means a lot. I mean, you know, the fans here, the noise that we had, the atmosphere we had, it was just great. It was a great environment. I'm happy to leave with a win.
We are Maryland, no question. To be able to see the grit and the toughness and how we played as a team, you could say our game tonight really sums up our slogan in terms of who we are, how we play for each other, and you know, it was a big reason for us to be able to move on.